Your person sees you as nothing short of a dream come true. You are the embodiment of everything they ever wanted in a partner, and they are overwhelmed with a deep sense of passion and longing for you. Their connection with you goes beyond the ordinary. They feel as though you share a bond that stretches back through time, possibly from a past life. There's an undeniable soul connection that tugs at them constantly, reminding them of what you both once had and what could still be. However, despite the intensity of their feelings, they remain silent. They are not expressing any of this to you because they walked away, abruptly and without a solid reason, leaving behind confusion, heartache, and unanswered questions. They are well aware that their sudden departure left you feeling abandoned and deeply hurt. They know that their actions shattered the trust and emotional safety you had built together, and it weighs heavily on their conscience. The emotional distance they created wasn't because of a lack of love, but rather a result of their own inner turmoil, fear, and inability to face their feelings at the time. Now, they're haunted by regret. They desperately want to come forward and repair the bond that was broken, to reach out and tell you everything they've been holding in, but they're frozen by fear and guilt. The selfish decisions they made, the way they prioritized their own comfort over your emotional well-being, still echo loudly in their mind. It's not that they don't care, it's that they care too much and feel they no longer deserve your love, forgiveness, or even your attention. In their silence, they miss you more than words can convey. They think about you constantly and feel the absence of your presence in every quiet moment. You brought a kind of peace and joy into their life that they haven't been able to find elsewhere. You were their safe haven, their genuine source of happiness, and now they're coming to terms with just how much they took that for granted. To them, you are a treasure, irreplaceable and invaluable. And yet, despite everything they feel, they are consumed by the belief that they may have lost you for good. They sense you slipping away, no longer emotionally tethered to the past or to them in the same way you once were. What they might not fully grasp is just how much you've changed. This separation, while painful, became a catalyst for your growth. You're no longer in a space of constant sorrow or emotional dependence. You've found strength in solitude and have begun focusing inward. Instead of waiting for closure or an apology that may never come, you've poured your energy into healing, rebuilding your confidence, and aligning with your goals, especially when it comes to your career and financial stability. You're now more self-focused, nurturing your own dreams, and creating a life rooted in self-worth and independence. That doesn't mean the journey has been easy. The pain of the separation cut deep, and there were moments when the grief felt unbearable. But you've risen from that place of despair with the help of your inner resilience and the quiet, steady guidance of your spirit team. The universe has been supporting you, helping you confront the wounds, release the past, and step into a space of self-love and emotional clarity. Each day, you're becoming more grounded, more empowered, and more at peace with what has been and what is yet to come. Even now, your person feels that energy shift. They sense your distance, not just physically, but energetically. You're no longer waiting, hoping, or hurting in the same way. That's what scares them the most. They realize that you have begun to move on, to detach from the pain they caused, and to prioritize yourself. They know that if they want a second chance, it won't come easily. They will need to face their fears, confront their past behavior, and take accountability for the damage they caused. And yet, despite their longing, they remain trapped in hesitation, unsure of how to bridge the gap they created. Still, deep within their heart, the desire to be with you has never faded. They want to show up differently this time, more honest, more present, more deserving. But before any of that can happen, they need to overcome their own internal struggle and find the courage to speak their truth. Whether or not they ever do, one thing is clear: you are on a path of healing, transformation, and self-discovery. And while the love may still exist between you, your peace, your growth, and your happiness are no longer dependent on their return. During the time we've been apart, I've had a lot of time to think, time to reflect on what I truly want, what makes me happy, and what's been missing from my life. And what I've come to realize, with absolute clarity, is that I cannot stay happy without you in my life. You were never just a passing presence, you were, and still are, someone who brought warmth, comfort, and love into my world in a way no one else ever has. I miss the way your energy lifted me, the way your caring nature made me feel safe and seen. Your loving presence created a kind of peace that I haven't been able to find since we've been apart. In moments of silence, I found myself looking for traces of you. I searched for you online, hoping to see a post, a picture, a comment, anything that could make me feel closer to you. But you weren't there. You felt distant, as if the world had swallowed up your presence, and that hurt more than I expected. I know it might sound strange or even a little obsessive, but I often check your social media, just to see how you're doing, to feel that small connection to your life. And I know deep down that you're aware of this, that you know I still care, even if I haven't been able to show it the way I should have. There's something I've struggled to understand about myself, the deep, possessive feelings I have when it comes to you. I'm not proud of how overwhelming those feelings can get sometimes. It's not that I want to control you, far from it, but it tears me up inside thinking that someone else might be getting the time, attention, and care that I once had from you. I don't want to share that part of you with anyone. It's selfish, maybe, but it's honest. The truth is, I still feel like you're mine. Not in a possessive, toxic way, but in that soul-deep connection kind of way. The kind of connection where you just know someone was meant to be in your life for the long haul. That's why I want to take a step I should have taken earlier. I want to commit, truly and officially, to you. No more ambiguity, no more maybes or what-ifs. I want to be with you, fully and honestly. I want us to build a life together, one built on love, mutual respect, trust, and understanding. I want a life with you where we don't have to live with fear or emotional tension, where we can finally breathe, grow, and love freely. I want to face the world with you by my side and promise you the kind of loyalty, support, and devotion you always deserved. I think about the moment I let you walk away, and I feel a deep ache inside. Every day, I carry that regret. I thought I would always be able to keep our connection as my top priority, but the truth is, life got messy. The drama, the chaos, the emotional weight of everything I was dealing with, it overwhelmed me. I didn't mean to shut down or push you away, but I did. I buried my emotions because it felt easier than facing everything. But in doing so, I hurt the one person who meant the most to me. Please believe me when I say that this physical distance between us, it's only temporary. It may feel like we're far apart right now, but I'm not letting that be the end of our story. I've taken time to dig deep, to figure out what I truly want, and every time I come back to the same answer, I want you. I want us. You're not just someone I loved, you're the one I still love. You're my person, my choice, and my destiny. And I'm not giving up on that, not now, not ever. I know I can't erase the past. I can't undo the pain or confusion. But what I can do is take accountability and choose differently from here on out. I want to rebuild what we had, not by repeating the past, but by creating something stronger, something healthier, something lasting. I'm ready to face my own flaws and be the partner you deserve. I'm not perfect, but I'm willing to grow, to heal, and to love you the right way this time. You might be wondering if things could ever really go back to the way they were, or better yet, evolve into something new. And I believe they can. Because when love is real, when it runs as deep as what I feel for you, it's worth fighting for. It's worth every uncomfortable conversation, every effort, every moment of vulnerability. You are worth it. So, here I am, heart open and intentions clear. I'm asking you to give us another chance. Let's not let this be the end of something so rare and beautiful. Let's build the future we once dreamed about, together. Your partner is quietly battling a storm of emotions, watching from afar as you thrive in a life that seems to glow without them. They are envious, not out of malice, but from a deep yearning to be a part of what you've built. It pains them to see you rising, shining, and living fully, knowing that they had a chance to stand beside you and lost it because of their own actions. Now, they're left on the outside, looking in, feeling the chill of being shut out from your world, a world that was once within reach. You, on the other hand, are embodying the energy of the Empress. There's a glow about you that commands attention without you even trying. Your confidence, your growth, and the way you carry yourself with grace and power make you magnetic. You've stepped into your own, embracing your worth and taking control of your destiny. People admire you, not just for your strength, but for the softness you balance it with. Your presence speaks volumes, calm yet commanding, nurturing yet unshakable. And your partner sees it all. More than that, they feel it deeply. They're in awe of who you've become, even if they can't bring themselves to say it aloud. In silence, your partner observes you. They watch the way others look up to you, the way you move with purpose and self-assurance, and they are haunted by the choices they made that distanced them from your light. They regret taking you for granted. At the time, they didn't fully understand your value, or maybe they didn't believe they were worthy of someone like you. Either way, the realization has hit them now, and it's heavy. They see that you're moving forward, not just emotionally, but in life overall. And that progress, that momentum, terrifies them. They're scared because it feels like you're slipping through their fingers, like the version of you they once knew has evolved beyond their reach. And yet, they still love you. Their desperation doesn't come from control or ego, it comes from a place of loss and fear. They're afraid they've waited too long. They're afraid that the door to your heart has already closed for good. And most of all, they're afraid that someone else might come along and recognize your worth the way they didn't when they had the chance. In their heart, they're yearning for a chance to ease your doubts, to show you that they see things differently now. They want to speak up, to clear the air, to remind you that despite everything, they still care. They want to reach out and offer reassurance, to tell you that they're not the same person who hurt you or took you for granted. But the fear of rejection, of being too late, keeps them silent, for now. To them, you are unforgettable. No matter how much time passes, no matter how far you grow or how much distance forms between you, you remain etched in their memory. It's not just nostalgia, it's something deeper. You've left an imprint on their soul, one that they can't shake. They find themselves constantly thinking about you, imagining what they would say if they had the courage to speak. They rehearse conversations in their head, scroll through old photos, revisit memories that used to make them smile but now only sting with longing. This internal battle is draining them. They feel the weight of the consequences of their past, and they're trying to find a way to bridge the gap. Their thoughts are consumed with you, what you're doing, how you're feeling, whether there's still a place for them in your heart. They wonder if you miss them too, or if you've truly closed that chapter. The not knowing is agonizing. Still, they hold on to hope, however fragile it might be. In the depths of their regret, there is a resolve forming. They are determined to find a way back to you, no matter how long it takes or how hard the path may be. They know it won't be easy, they understand that apologies alone may not be enough. But they're willing to put in the effort, to do the inner work, to become someone worthy of standing beside you again. Because to them, losing you would be the greatest regret of all. And while you may not see it, while you may be focused on your own healing, growth, and purpose, know that your energy is felt. Your light is still reaching them, even from a distance. And though they may be silent now, their heart is anything but quiet.